Good morning, good day and good evening everybody, and welcome to another DF-02 Madness video. So yeah, I got all of these parts, some of them thoroughly cleaned with soap and water or oil and WD-40, and some of them are just dusted off. But yeah, I inspected some of the parts and everything seems pretty okay. For those who are not interested in the DF-02 particularly, I will definitely start by testing the electronics. I haven't tested them yet, so it will be pretty exciting to see if this was a good buy, good second-hand buy, or maybe it was just fantastic. That depends if these electronics do work. If they do not work, it was a great buy because there's a lot of parts in good shape once the dust is cleaned off. But yeah, also some broken parts, and I'll take you through that in a second. But yeah, let's just test these electronics out. Yeah, so this was a second-hand purchase. You can watch the old video or the previous video with all the parts. What you just saw here is just the parts picked out for my DF-02 addiction. But yeah, I definitely think I will use some of the electronics, as well a lot of other electronics or devices and program cards and yeah, plugs and wires and all that, and some broken fans and broken Tamiya DF-01 and some other stuff. But let's just do this and test these out. And these are a LiPo battery. I think this is a 2S battery and this is a 3S battery. And yeah, I definitely thought that these would not work. A tiny bit puffed, but yeah, it's almost perfectly straight. But I did charge these batteries, and yeah, they were in storage charts, and they fully charged, balance charged perfectly, and the storage charged again, and I have charged this one up. I do need some connectors. I do have some others, but not with a Dean's plug here. So this is definitely perfectly fine for now, and I'll check out this 3S battery. So let's hook it up to the FlySky FSGT2. Not my favorite one because, as you can see, it actually uses 8 AA batteries. But yeah, so a little bit heavy and uncomfortable, but yeah, I think I'll put it to good use. So let's hook this up with the included AC and a ridiculous giant fan. I don't think I will use it, maybe for a truck where there's a lot of room, but definitely not for a DF-02. I'll just hook it up and let's get it turned on, and let's see if the motor and ESC and the servo actually works. Yeah, so it seems to work. You've got the giant fan here working, and the little fan. I think we'll just try to unhook this. So this goes into the parts bin for something else in the future. Let's see if the servo actually works. Yeah, sounds good, looks good. This is a Tower Pro MG, so MG is probably a Metal Gear servo. 995 digital high speed. Yeah, pretty good speed. not standard anyway. This is a 60A SL Hobbywing S-Run, and I got a couple of others of these and they seem to work fine. Bit on handy with only, I don't think, remember what this one is called. Maybe you can help me out. But yeah, they do work pretty fine with a 2S and 3S battery. Now for the interesting part. I did hear something spinning when I, looking good. There's even the original DF-02 pinion gear stuck on this. These are great. These are maybe not steel, but definitely hard coated, so they will last a long time. 92 steel or hard coated pinion from the DF-02 stock one, and the stock motor mount here. Speaking about motors, there was this, I don't know, I think it's a GPM. I got others GPM, but usually there's this problem with these, that these are from the TT01 and people think they fit a DF-02, but there's actually a lot of slop compared to the stock plastic ones. So far I haven't found a DF-02 metal mount that fits the DF-02. Lots are sold, but these are for the TT01 and they do not fit perfectly. Yeah, servo, ESC and motor running. And for the next interesting part, this will definitely not go into a everyday runner, but could be fun for a speed run or two. That's 6.5, 10, also a brushless motor S-Run. So yeah, I'll get that connected and let's see if that actually also works. But good to go with the battery and radio or transmitter and receiver and ESC, and this one 2500 kV 13.5 T S-Run Victory motor, coupled with some high-speed gearing. That will be a great DF-02 motor. So all hooked up. There was a cutout. Maybe it's just a bit too large a motor. Yeah. Not good. Got it working again with the other motor here. That definitely seems to be some sort of malfunctioning. Maybe that's because, something with this switch, I think it's a original TEU101BK power switch that's been soldered on here by the previous owner. Yeah. So nothing to do, I think, with the motor, so I'll just get it hooked up and play around with these wires and see if I can get this motor hooked up. So I'll try not to touch these connector wires. Let's see if it goes this 6.5 turn. Oops. Definitely has some kick in it. So that will be a fun speed test project someday, I think, but for now it just goes into the pass bin. Yeah, there was also the standard 2004 silver can from Tamiya and this Tamiya ESC, and yeah, nothing wrong with these. I use them in my small re-releases, two-wheel drives, so yeah, maybe someday. But I got a lot of these silver cans lying around, but maybe I ought to test this someday. But for now, they just go into some sort of bin. What's more interesting is this high-tech servo that could be used in a small car, and this old high-tech receiver. I think it's an AM receiver. I'll just hook these up and then I'll try it, sorry for that, with this old Futaba that was included. I don't think this will work if you look at the connectors here. So, but I'll definitely just try it out and see if it works at all. Yeah, so no voltage or any lights and no response from the receiver. So I think I'll try another AM receiver that I have. I got a lot of those, and just test it if they work with this receiver and the servo. Got it hooked up to a add spec, and the servo turns, so I could use that in another project. And the motor spins, so we got a old school servo and an old school receiver for another project in the future. Yeah, so I actually think that was it for this video. We got a good working DF-02 setup here. I'll probably switch it around for my DF-02s. But yeah, once I get it cleaned up a little more, now that I know it's working and sorted out this switch, I think it's good to go for a DF-02 fun. So yeah, I'll get you right back on again for those who are interested in all of the other parts here, and let's see what works and what I will use and what doesn't actually work. I'll see you again in another video. For those interested in the DF-02 addiction, I'll see you. Take care, happy days, and keep them running.